I've got a job to do here. In fact, I've got 5 of them to do, and I know it's not going to be very nice. What I've got to do is machine that hole out to take that bearing in these sprockets, and I would think they'll be hard. Absolutely glass hard. It's possible that a carbide cutter will do them. The bearing's 10mm, that hole is 10mm across there, so basically I'm just taking the flats out. Unfortunately, the way the teeth are, they're not the right number to grip evenly in my 3-jaw chuck, so I'm going to make a little mandrel to do them. If I find this is too hard, I'll have to soften them and then re-temper them. Basically that's what I've got to do. So I'll get a bit of aluminium, I'll make a little mandrel up the hole there, and then we shall go from there. Nice little off-cut of aluminium ball be ideal, it's all it needs to be. Half decent stuff. I'm going to bore it out so that sprocket's a nice fit. I've zeroed the vernier on the outside of the sprocket. We need 1.6 out of there. That's 1mm. Right. Lovely, that will definitely go in there now. I'm going to part it off back here somewhere. I'll just take a light cutter there to make sure that it's round. This is nice aluminium, and it's also the correct tip for cutting aluminium. When you take heavy cuts, it actually breaks the chips very nicely indeed. So I want to make sure that the parting off tool is in fact at 90 degrees, which it is there. I eventually did get to extending the leads and the tubes on the little mist spray, so I can use that for parting off. I don't like machine aluminium, it's horrible stuff. It's not really proper material as far as I'm concerned. That parting tool really wants to dig in there, but the water spray is doing its job quite nicely. I could put that in the milling machine and use a slit and saw, but quite honestly for what it has to do, a hacksaw will be good enough for it. Something very therapeutic about using a hacksaw and a file. Good for you. Goes in there, no problem at all. Little sprocket roller fits in there. Nice tight fit. We'll clamp that in the chuck, and basically that should grip it tight enough to sort the hole out, hopefully. We'll put a little nip on it like that, and then we'll get the pushy tool to make sure it's running square. It's not far away actually. We'll put the tool on just to make sure I can find the bastardly. There it is. Right, so that's pushed it nice and true. Nip it up. Right, I'm not quite sure about speeds and feeds for this thing. It'll be an ideal job for the cutting fluid. That's a nice carbide milling cutter. We'll get the mist spray onto it. Try and keep it alive. Right, let's see what happens. If you go straight through, it'll screech and put sparks out. It's gone through. Right, so that's quite nicely taken that out. I'm happy with that, very happy. See, I have got quite a few to do, so it's worth spending a bit of time making a jig. Right, they're really stupid hard, them. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It is still quite important. And yes, once again, I'm going to bang on about mental health, and I'm going to keep on banging on about mental health until people ask us to stop. I've had some fantastic responses for me banging on, people who've listened to us and went and got help. And if me going on about it makes one person seek help, it's all been worthwhile. It's not easy sitting here talking about mental health. I mean, I'm like choked up to here sometimes doing this. Other times I'm not. It is what it is. Nothing to be ashamed of. For God's sake, get help, talk about it, do something about it. Anyway, thanks for watching.